Hello, everyone. We are going to be doing a Word project for today, and I already have up the assignments. We're in SimNet now. I am going to go up and click my Start file, and I'm going to go over here and start getting that opened in case my computer takes a second or so. And then this is something new. We have resources. I don't want you guys to forget to download this. You're going to need this. These are some extra files that you're going to need in as we're working. So go ahead and click resources. There you go. And this has downloaded. We don't need to open this up. This is in our downloads folder. So we've already downloaded it. It's a picture, and we will get to that later. All right, I am going to switch over to my document. All right, step 3. We are going to insert a SmartArt graphic and text. So 3A, we're going to place your insertion point in front of the second section heading, emergency telephone locations. So we're just going to put our insertion point right before the E in this line. Then we're going to insert the vertical chevron list SmartArt graphic from the list category. We are going to go, anytime you're inserting anything, you're going to go up to the Insert tab. We're going to insert, we're going to go over here to illustrations, and here's SmartArt. So I'm going to click on that, and I need to find vertical chevron list, and that is in the list category. So I'm going to go here to the list category, and I need to find vertical chevron. All right, I believe it's this right here. So if you hover over it, if you're not sure what it looks like, for our instructions, they show you what it looks like. So this is the one they want us to use. And we're going to click OK. Now, step 3C, we're going to type 1 in the graphic text box in the upper left corner of the SmartArt graphic. So in the upper left corner, we are going to click on the text, and we're going to type 1. We're going to type 2 in the second graphic text box. And I'm going to type 3 in the third. In the first column of the graph. Okay. In 3F, I'm going to type the following text in the bulleted text boxes in the second column. You do not need to add bullets because bullets are already included in SmartArt. So I'm going to click here to the text up the top, and I'm going to type in what the instructions say. Okay, since we don't have in the third text box, we only have one bullet. I'm going to get rid of this bullet. There we go. Okay, we're on step 4. We're going to resize and format the SmartArt graphic. So for A, select the frame of the graphic to select the entire graphic. So this is the frame of this graphic. You see all these white lines? And if you want to select the frame, you hover over it, and you see how your cursor turns into a four-sided arrow? That's what we want. So I'm going to click on that because I want to make sure that nothing is selected within here. It's only this outside framing area. So that is selected. Now they want us in 4B, change the height to 2.5 and the width to 4.2. So since we have a SmartArt graphic, we have extra toolbars up here that we need to use. So I'm going to click on the SmartArt design, which is already up. Sorry about that. And I don't see resizing. So it's going to be over here in format. So format and the height, they want us to change it to 2.5. And the width, they want to change it to 4.2. Go. They want us to change the text wrapping to top and bottom. So right here, arrange, and you see wrap text. We're going to click on that, and we're going to click top and bottom. And this just makes it where when we make changes to the text, it's not going to mess this up. Now, with that still selected, don't click off of it. This should still all be selected. We want to change the color. So we want to go to the SmartArt Design tab. And we want to change the colors of the entire SmartArt graphic to dark to fill. So we're going to go right here where it says change colors. Click on that. And then we need to find dark to fill. I think it's this one right here. It's the third one, the primary theme colors, and it's this third one, dark to fill. Now we need to apply the intense effect SmartArt style. So here's SmartArt style, and here is, we need to find the intense effect. So I'm going to hover over this, simple fill, white outline. Subtle. It'd be nice if they would tell us where this was at. Intense effect. Okay. On my computer, it is the fourth one over. So you can see it's, if I hover over it, it tells me what this is. This is moderate, subtle. This is intense effect. Now, step 5, I'm going to convert text to a table. So step 5A, select the tab text below the second section heading, emergency telephone location. So I'm going to select all of this text. So just start at the S and drag through and select all of that. Do not select the paragraph mark below the last row. I didn't, but I'm going to go ahead and click up the paragraph markers just so I can make sure that I didn't do something wrong. So just make sure this is not selected, only this. Now we're going to convert text to table and select auto fit to contents. So we are going to convert text to table. So we're going to go to the Insert tab, and right here is Tables. And you see right here, it says Table. If you click the little down arrow, we're going to go down here and it says Convert Text to Table. That's what you want to choose. Now, let's see, and select Auto Fit. Okay, so we want to click Auto Fit right here, Fix Columns Auto. That's correct. Just click OK. You can see it automatically knows that we need 3 across and however many down. Now we're going to sort, step 6, sort the table text by column 1 in ascending order. So with this all still selected, Actually, I'm going to select this. Okay, it is selected already. All right, so keep that selected. And we are going to sort the table. So we are going to go to layout. We're going to go to data and sort. We're going to do sort. And we need to go to by column 1, which is this. Sort by, we don't want to do stadium parking lot. We want to click column 1. And we want to do ascending order. And we're going to click OK. And you can see that it alphabetized them. Now in step 7, we're going to add a title row and insert text. Step 7A, add a row above the first row. If you want to add a row, you have to go into the first row. Now up here, we're still in the layout tab. I want you to go here to rows and columns and click insert above. It gave me an extra row up here, and this is going to be our title cell. Now this is all selected. If you click off of it, click back in it. There you go. Click back in it, and you need to merge the cells. And what that is, it's exactly that. It's going to merge these 3 cells, so it's just one long cell. You're going to go up to the merge column. We're still in layout. Merge column, merge cells. Now go into your cell, and I want you to type in blue emergency telephones. All right, so now we've added a row, we've alphabetized it, and we've added a title. Now we need to format. So we need to make it look a little bit more professional. It doesn't look very good. So step 8A, we're going to select the header row, first column, and banded rows in the table styles option group. If necessary, deselect all other options. All right, so we're going to go to the layout. I'm sorry. Let me go over here to table design. Table design. Go to table design, and we need, this is select. This should be selected header row, first column, and banded rows. All right. If there's anything else selected, unselect it. Only these 3. Okay, so mine just automatically did it. Now we're going to 8B, apply the list table to table style. So here's table styles, and we need to find the list table to. So I'm gonna widen this. You can see this is plain tables, grid. Here's list, and I need list table 2. So I'm gonna go right here, list table 1 light, accent. I think this must be a table. Oh no, okay. List table 2. All right. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 over. If you hover over it, list table 2, and you can just see it alternates gray and white, so it's easier to read. Now step 8C, we're going to select the entire table and change the top and bottom cell margins to 0.04. All right, so we're going to go up here, make sure and select the whole table. You can see how I did that. You see that little 4-sided arrow box up there? Go up and click on that. That means everything in this table is selected. Now I'm going to go to layout, and it says change the top and bottom cell margins. All right, so on cell size, you click on the more button, and I am going to click on row. And that's not correct. Hold on, don't do that. All right, so I was in the wrong place. No worries, we didn't do anything. Make sure that our table is still selected. We're going to go up here to alignment, and then we're going to go to cell margins. All right, so top and bottom cell margin, they want it to be 0.04. So I'm going to type that in, 0.04, and bottom 0.04. And the left and right cell margins 0.1. So left, I'm going to put 0.1, right 0.1. Then I'm going to vertically center all text in the table. Hint, use the cell tab in the table properties box. All right, so right here we're table, and we're going to go to table properties. And that's where we were at earlier. And we are going to click the table. Use the cell tab, sorry, click cell, go to cell tab. And they want us to select the center. We're going to click OK. And then step 8E, we're going to select the first row and horizontally center the text. All right, so the first row is our title. So we're going to select that, and we are going to go to alignment, and we are going to horizontally there you go. So alignment, horizontally center the text. The text should be centered vertically and horizontally. That means there's space all the way around it. Okay, now step 9, we're going to insert, resize, and position the SPCCD logo. So step 9A, place your insertion point at the beginning of the document. So right here, right in front of West Campus Emergency, and insert the picture. That is that from that resources link that we have. So we're going to, you already downloaded it. It should be in your downloads folder. We're going to click insert, and we are going to click pictures, and we are going to insert a picture from this device. I'm going to go to downloads, and I'm going to choose this picture of this SPCCD logo. You can double click it, or you can just click insert, whichever way you want to do it. And here it is, Sierra Pacific. With this selected, don't click off of it. We're going to make some changes to it. So we are going to change the width to 3. Now, since we added a picture, now we have a picture format toolbar. We have the size button over here, and we are going to change the width to 3. So make sure you change the width, which is the bottom. And if you click off of it, oops. That's fine. We'll end up fixing this. Let me just open this wider so I can see everything. Okay. So we changed the width of this to 3 inches, and it's gonna redo this part up here. We're gonna change the text wrapping to top and bottom. So you see how everything kind of went wacky. Once we start fixing this, it'll change. We're gonna change the text wrapping, keep this selected. This should still all be selected. Wrap text. And we're gonna click top and bottom. There you go. Do you see how that got rid of that extra page, that weird extra page that I had in there? That's what the wrapping does. It makes it where when you add add text and there's an image, that it won't mess up the spacing on your document. All right, step 9D, set the horizontal absolute position to 0.3 to the right of the page. So we have this selected. And I'm going to go up here to position, arrange, position, click the down arrow. I'm going to go down here to more layout options. and you can see that it has layout position. And so I'm going to do the absolute, let's see, horizontal. The absolute position is going to be set to 0.3. And this is going to be to the right of the page. So instead of column, we're going to put to the right of the page. And then the vertical absolute position is going to be 0.3. And we're going to put this absolute position below the page. Okay. And then we're going to click OK. And you can see it put it up in the corner here. And then we're going to change the color picture format tab. So we need to go to the picture format tab. We're already there. And we are going to adjust the color. So right here, color. And we are going to saturation 0%. All right, so here's color saturation, and let's find 0 right here. It's the first one, saturation 0%. All right, insert, modify, and position an icon. So we're going to place your insertion point at the end of the title. We're going to insert an icon and search for the icon of a phone. All right, so we're going to go insert anytime we're inserting, and we're going to insert an icon. Here's an icon button. And they want us to choose a picture of a phone. Use the icon shown in figure 4.1. All right, so I'm looking at the figure 4-125, and instead of going all through this, I am going to type in phone. There we go. So phone, and they want us to choose this one. I'm going to click on that, and I'm going to click insert. All right, now that I got that inserted, we're going to make some changes to it. So I'm going to change the width. So because here's another graphic, we have a graphics format. We're going to change the width to 2. And that's all we're going to change. And then the height will just adjust by itself. We're going to change the text wrap to tight. We're going to set the horizontal alignment to right relative to margin. So we are going to select the alignment, and we're going to do align right relative to margin. All right, I just want to check to make sure that I am doing align right and then relative to margin. All right, so I am assuming this is correct. Set the vertical absolute position. So we're going to go to position, more layout options, and here's the horizontal. Oh, I just did something wrong. Okay. I just did something wrong. We need to back up. I'm going to use my undo button. So I'm going to undo that once and twice. All right, so it should look like this. I'm going to make sure my is tight. So I'm back to wrap text. Tight. And now I'm going to set the line. So I need to go to position, more layout options, and then horizontal alignment. And I'm going to do to right relative to the margin. Okay, sorry about that, guys. All right, so now we are on step 10F. We're going to select the vertical absolute position. Here's absolute. to 1.1, and we're going to do this below the margin. Then 10G, change the graphics fill color to dark blue. Okay, so we're going to do okay with this, and you can see it moved it perfectly. So that looks better than what I had done before. We're going to go to the graphics fill. So here's graphic styles, graphics fill, click the little down arrow, and they want us to choose dark blue text 2. It's the 4th color, dark blue text 2. I'll select that. Now 11, I'm going to modify the footer to include a symbol and the current date. So I'm going to edit the footer and space once at the end of the text on the right side of the footer. All right, so I'm going to double click down in my footer and space. So I'm going to edit the footer and space once at the end of the text on the right side. So here's the right side. I'm going to go to the end of the text and I'm going to press the space. And you can see it's a space because I have my show hide button on. And I'm going to insert a solid circle symbol from the symbol font. Okay, so insert. And I'm going to find symbols, shapes. Hold on, guys. I'm trying to find this. All right, found it. Symbols. There's a whole section for it. Symbols. I'm going to click the symbol section, click the down arrow, and then I need to find the solid circle, which the character code is 183. So let me see. That's a bullet. All right, I'm going to click more symbols. And here's the character code. I'm just going to go down here to the character code and put 183 so I can find it quickly. And that is not right. Okay, so we need to make sure it's the symbol font set. So I'm going to go up here to font and scroll down. So I jumped the gun here. I need to find symbol. Symbol. All right, so make sure this says symbol. And then you can go down here to the character code and put 183. There we go. So font symbol 183, and here's your solid circle. Click insert, and then put a space once after it. Okay, it added an extra symbol when I did that, so I'm gonna close that. I'm gonna go down here and I'm gonna backspace because it should only be one symbol. And now I'm going to hit the space bar. All right, so make sure that's closed out before you hit the space bar. That's what I did. I clicked it with that still open, so it thought I wanted 2 of these symbols. Now I'm going to type in 11C, type in revised, and space once, and then insert the current date in month. So up here, header footer, I'm going to insert the current date. So we just need the current date and time. We're going to click the date, and it needs to be month, day, year. Okay. So the very top one, oh no, we need this. Okay. So just the 2-digit one. And they want it, set it so that it does not update. So make sure this is not selected. We don't want it to update automatically. And we need to click OK. All right, step 12, we're going to edit all alt text of the graphic object. So edit the alt text of Sierra specific logo. So I'm going to go up here at the top, and I have this selected. And I need to go to the picture format, and I need to find the art here. Accessibility is alt text. All right, so alt text, edit the alt text in the, so where I'm gonna select this and I'm gonna type in what they, in 12A, it says Sierra Pacific logo. Okay, so what this does is if you were disabled and you needed Word to read this document to you, it would come across this logo and it would not, it would need to know what it is. Um, so that so the person who is listening to this document would know that they're not missing out on any information. So this is telling the person that this is just the logo. All right, so we need to close that and we need to select the SmartArt graphic of emergency phone numbers. So, okay, we're gonna select this whole, select this whole thing. Okay, I'm gonna go up and make sure it's, there we go. Make sure that the whole thing is selected, not, you see what I did here? How it's just this top one, make sure that it is, you just have this, just the outside. Okay, because if you have what's inside, it'll, whatever we do will only apply to this. So make sure it's all encompassed and nothing is selected individually inside. We're going to go up to format. We're going to go to alt text and we are going to add what is in 12B. Graphic of emergency telephone instructions. Make sure you spell it exactly how they tell you. Click exit out of that, and now we're gonna do the alt text of the icon, the blue phone. Graphics format and alt text, and we are going to type in icon of blue phone. We're going to click X. I'm going to click off of that and I'm going to kind of widen up this. I want to look and see what it looks like. I am going to look at this document and I'm going to compare it to my instructions because the instructions give you an example of what it's supposed to look like. So I'm going to take off this and just check, just see if everything looks, oh, okay. I just caught that the phone, which they've given us conflicting, I think, or I'm seeing things wrong. Oh, that's great. I chose the wrong phone. I chose the wrong phone. Oh, Lord. Okay. So this is the wrong phone. Going back to my instructions. All right, so this is step 10, insert, modify, and position an icon. I'm going to click here. Sorry, I'm going to click in here on the phone. And I am going to basically just get rid of it. All right. So I am going to delete. I am going to click, so you should be right at the end of the title. I'm going to go to insert. I am going to go down to symbol. I am going to go to more symbols. I am going to go to, it should already be a symbol. Sorry. I am going to go to icon. All right. I just don't want to do this over again. So let me just calm down, deep breath. We're going to go to the end of the telephones. We're going to click on icons. I'm going to choose phones. And I'm going to click the correct one, which has these little wavy things on it. I'm going to click insert. I'm going to change the width to 2. Change the width to 2. I'm going to change the text wrapping to tight. I'm going to set the horizontal alignment, which is right here, position, more layout options, horizontal alignment to right, relative to margin. I'm going to set the vertical absolute position to 1.1. And I want this to be below the margin. There we go. I'm going to click OK. There we go. I'm going to change the graphics fill color to dark blue, which is the 4th one. Let me see, that's not it. Dark blue text 2. Dark blue, it's the 4th one over. Dark blue text 2. Now I need to go back and do that alt text because we deleted the other one. So let's click on alt text and we need to put in icon of blue phone. Okay, I'm going to click this. I'm going to click off of it. It's a good thing that I followed my own directions as I was giving them to you. And I caught something before we created it here. So let me look at my footer. It looks good. Gymnasium. All right, gymnasium doesn't look right, but I don't remember it telling us to adjust this. So I am going to save it and submit it and see what they say. Okay, back over here, upload. Here's my document. Yes. And good. So it didn't count that as wrong. Great. 100%. Sorry about the confusion. Thank you. And as always, if you have any questions, get with me way before the due date so that I can have time to help you.